Okay, and it's 9 p.m. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us again on a Thursday evening. I'm so happy to be back here to host tonight's webinar. And, we have quite a lot of you who have joined us. Thanks for coming in early because I see some of you have been streaming in since 8:45. That's super amazing. And for the first time, some of you might not know, but actually for the first time, we are also live on our Lunch Actually Facebook page. So those of you who are joining us on Facebook, hi guys, I want to say welcome you, give a very big welcome to you as well. So we are trying out something new. So we are a company where we are always, like doing new experiments. We do not believe in staying in our comfort zone. So, we want to do something different. So yeah, that's why tonight we are going live as well. So other than having my colleagues and I who will be sharing dating advice with you, which is what we usually do every Thursday night, tonight is going to be really special and different because we are actually going to give you a chance to be a love guru as well. So who is excited to play the role of a love guru tonight? Yeah, let us know in the chat right now. Yeah, you can just say yes. Okay, let's see how many of us are excited. Yeah, so Hari, Sunny, Evelyn, Kaska, Greg. Greg says, bring it on. Yes. So I promise you, like how our other webinars have been, I promise you it's going to be an hour of great fun, great interaction, and of course, most important of all, great learning as well. So, for all viewers right now on Zoom as well as Facebook, I'm looking forward to, like an awesome hour together. So, of course, before, we start, we would like to know if this is the first time you're joining us at our Lunch Actually webinar, or actually this is the, I don't know, second, third, fourth, fifth, or, like even 10 times. So we're just going to launch the poll right now very quickly. So you should see it right in front of you. So, like, please let us know, like, is this your first time or have you been to a lot of our webinars before this? Okay, so tonight's answer is quite interesting because usually a lot of our viewers, on Zoom here are really first timer. But for today, we actually have most of you who say that you have been with us for maybe 2 or 3 webinars. So that's awesome because we see that, you definitely have been getting value and that's why you are back with us. So, like thanks for participating. I see that, like a lot of you have already answered the question. So tonight's results, as I say, is quite interesting. Actually, most of you have attended 2 or 3 more webinars. And of course, we have that very special 4%. I'm a big fan. I've joined in almost all 16 webinars. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys, for your support. Okay, and because there are, quite a number of newcomers as well, I just want to like quickly introduce myself as well as the company. So for those of you who might not have met me, my name is Violet. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Lunch Actually, which I co-founded with my then boyfriend, now husband, 16 years ago. So other than, of course, being an entrepreneur, I'm also a matchmaker. I've also done a TED Talk. And of course, one of the roles that I'm very proud of being is, of course, a wife to my wonderful husband, and of course, mother to my 2 kids who are now 14 and 11. And of course, if you want to know what I do outside of work and just want to know a bit more about me, or even want to interact with me personally, you can always follow me on Instagram at Violet Lim, and also follow me on Facebook at Asia Love Guru. So in terms of the business that I mentioned, we started about 16 years ago. I was working in a bank where I saw that a lot of my colleagues were single and not dating. And I was like, why is that? So that really inspired me to start Lunch Actually to help them. So currently we are in 5 different locations. And I believe a lot of you are probably from all of these 5 different locations as well. And we have quite a number of dating products. Yep. So some of the things that we do, of course, like we focus on helping you find love. So I think some of you have mentioned just now, I'm looking for my life partner. So like I say, you're at the right place because, like this is what we are really passionate about doing to help people find love. So our philosophy is really to help singles to meet and choose the right one, because a lot of singles always think that finding the right one is about meeting the right one. But what we have realized is even more important to actually have the right mindset and right skill set. And that's why we are also doing a lot of these webinars, because we want to help singles to equip themselves with all the right ammunition so that, they can level up when it comes to dating. So we also have a lot of different products and services. So of course, we do matchmaking. We also do coaching as well. So we have date coaching as well as image coaching. And for those of you who love using apps like me, we also have just launched the Lunch Actually app. So it's actually downloadable on, like Apple Store as well as Google Play Store. And right now it's still in its I would say beta version where you can make an appointment or you can chat with our consultants or our coaches. But as we go along, especially for those of you who are our members, you'll be glad to know that in future, you can also see your matches and you can even potentially, have video dates with your matches in future. Yeah. Okay, so I hope that gives you a good overall of what we do. And of course, now we want to jump right into our webinar for tonight. So we have designed something really different because we realized that our attendees, which is you enjoy like the whole engaging, the whole interactive mode of our webinars, and we thought let's create a love collective. Okay, so what is the love collective all about? So basically, it's about building a community where we can also help one another, and we have collected a number of dating challenges that have been sent in by real singles, and on top of us sharing our expertise in overcoming some of these challenges, we also want to hear from you and learn from you, because we believe sometimes like when you are in that scenario yourself, you also have very useful and great experiences or even best practices to share with each other. So for tonight's session, it's going to be a format, like I say, of helping each other out, and especially like I really hope the singles that have submitted these questions, you're on the call right now, because like you definitely benefit a lot, like I say, not just from our experts tonight, but also from the crowd wisdom. So this is how it's going to work. Okay, so who is ready to find out more? Okay, so who is ready to find out how this actually works? Yeah, so let us know. Yeah, so Sunny says ready. Yeah, so I see a lot of you typing in ready. Awesome. So it's going to be really simple. This is what's going to happen. We are going to read out the story and the question that the singer has actually submitted, and we are going to put out a couple of polls or surveys, to ask you guys on what you think the singer should do. And of course, I think one of the best parts is you can also share in the comment, share in the chat box right now. Why have you answered that way? So the poll might say yes, no, maybe. So like it would be awesome if you can share in the chat box and give some advice to the singer as well. And as a community, we will read out some of these comments. And of course, our love experts tonight, which is Andrea and Angela, will also share their comments and advice as well. So in some of the polls, we will be asking, like either for the men, to answer, or in some of it will be the women to answer. So do cooperate. So, it's like when I say that, okay, so for this question, only the men to answer. So, like please only the men answer, because we want to, give a different gender perspective as well to some of these questions, because I think a lot of our participants have said sometimes they say, oh, usually we only maybe get only the guys' point of view, or we only get the girls' point of view. So I think, like by having all these specific questions where we have the different genders answer, so you can also see what the different gender usually think when it comes to some of these challenges. Okay, so I'm really excited to try this out. Like I say, this is the first love collective that we are doing, and we can't wait to hear from all of you. So I'd like to introduce to you my awesome expert panelists for tonight. So like what I mentioned earlier, some of you would be familiar with them because you have met them in person, or maybe you have met them in one of the previous webinars. So without further ado, let's welcome Angela and Andrea. Okay, so can all of you just say welcome right now, so that Angela and Andrea will feel very loved. Yeah, so we have Hadrono, we have Billy, we have Evelyn, Casca. Yes, awesome. So SJM, Daniel. Yes, so really awesome. I see a lot of people are welcoming both Angela and Andrea right now. So Angela, like I mentioned just now, you have a lot of fans tonight who is like listening in. So a lot of them seem to be very familiar with you, but I'm sure there are some newcomers as well. So maybe you just want to do a quick introduction about who you are.
Hi, how are you doing? Angela here. So I have been a senior day coach in Lunch actually for 6 years. So my role is basically to analyze where and what are the dating challenges each single is facing and help them to overcome them. And I'm happy to say that I have brought together more than 40 couples.
That's awesome, Angela. So, definitely Angela will be having a lot of great stories to be sharing with us, and great advice as well. Like I mentioned, like so many people are like fans of Angela tonight, and they're like, oh, Angela, I really miss your coaching and things like that. Awesome. And of course, we also have Andrea with us, like our senior dating consultant. Hi, Andrea, and please introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, I'm Andrea. I'm the senior dating consultant and matchmaker from Lunch actually. So I've been also the same 6 years, coming to 7 years with Angela. So totally enjoying what I'm doing. So enjoying meeting clients and of course singles to learn more about their stories and finally getting them attached.
Awesome. Thanks, Andrea. And Andrea is like one of like our most trusted consultants. Like whenever, I have recommendations, I always know that I can leave it to Andrea because I know whoever I leave to her, like is in very good hands, and she always take great care and really look after our singers. So, thanks, Andrea. Okay, so Andrea and Angela, right? I mean, since today, like I say, it might be the first time for some of our singers out there who is going to be a love guru or a love expert. So, like especially for you, Angela, since you are a date coach, right? Do you have some advice on how they could, go about it when it comes to giving out dating advice?
Yes, giving dating advice can be tricky because everyone got different background and life experience. Everyone is unique. So as a dating coach, first of all, we need to be non-judgmental or not biased and not bringing our personal views into the situation. Also, give solutions that are to the point and easy to understand and follow.
Awesome. Thank you, Angela. Andrea, what about you? Yeah, do you have any other tips that you'd like to add on?
I agree with Angela, not being judgmental, because everyone will have different sets of issues or problems, and as in like, why are they still single? So usually for me, I work with singles on smaller goals. So like, for example, I would like to identify why are they still single? What could be the reason? Like, for example, some people can be weak in conversation skills. Some people can be weak in escalating relationship to another level. So we need to listen hard to what our clients are facing and, creating smaller goals for them to reach the final goal.
Awesome. Thanks, Andrea, for sharing that. Okay, so I think, now we have already shared with you how it works. We have also shared with you who our love panelists and our love experts are tonight. Okay, so I think, it's time to review our first question for tonight. I have to say that there have been many different questions that have been sent in to us, and we are really quite overwhelmed with the number of questions and dating challenges that you have. But unfortunately, we are only able to choose 3. It was quite difficult to choose, but we thought like these 3 seems to be some of the more common challenges that singles face. So that's the reason why we have chosen these 3 questions. So unfortunately, if you have not chosen your question this time, do not give up. Like we hope to cover it in the next Love Collective. Okay, so are you ready to hear our first dating challenge or first dating challenge story for tonight? If you are, type in yes, so we know like you can't wait to get started. Yes, so thank you guys. A lot of you can't wait to get started like me. Okay, so the first question. Okay, this is a very common scenario that we have come across. So I just want to read out the story to you. Okay, so this is what this singer is saying. I'm a 36-year-old female. I've been talking to this guy that I met from a work networking party earlier this year. So that's probably before like COVID. He's 40 years old. He's funny, and we have many things in common. And in the beginning, he would text me every day and share insider jokes with me. He also asked me out a couple of times, and we met up twice so far. So she mentioned this was before circuit breaker kicked in, and in my opinion, the dates actually went very well. And for the first date, we met up for dinner and a movie, and for the second date, we went out for dinner again. Well, sounds like a very good start. However, after the second date, I noticed that his replies start to become more sporadic, and sometimes he would reply a few hours later on the next day. And during circuit breaker, since we couldn't meet up, I got even more unsure whether he's still interested in me, especially looking at the way he would take hours or even sometimes, like the next day to reply to my text. So I decided to initiate and text him more frequently, but his response, I would say, was lukewarm. I didn't want to appear too eager, so I've started to initiate less conversations as well. And actually, he's also working from home, so he can't be that busy, right? But I really don't know what he's thinking or why he changed after the second date. Before that, he was very attentive and very engaged. So I really like him. I want to know what has changed. Now I actually have not heard from him for 2 days. And the last time, 2 days ago, I'm the one who initiated the chat. So my question is, should I continue contacting him first or should I wait for him to contact me? I'm really confused as I thought our dates went well and we had a connection. Okay, so everybody got the story? Everybody understand, where this lady is coming from? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to launch a poll right now. So like I say, right, we are going to do gender specific, right? Because I think for the ladies, you want to know what the guys think. For the guys, you also want to know what the ladies think. So please cooperate with us, okay? When we say the question is to be answered by the ladies, the guys, please don't answer. Same thing if the question is for the guys, ladies do not answer. Okay, so the first question is actually for the ladies who are, watching this right now in Zoom. I'm going to be launching the question. Okay, so the question, okay, ladies only. If you were in her shoes, what would you do? Would you continue to initiate the contact? Okay, so you should see the question in front of you right now. Yes, so ladies only, okay? So ladies, please answer. Okay, I'm going to give you a while to have your answers come in. We have a couple of questions here. Peter say, what is lukewarm? Lukewarm means like, not very warm, like, a bit distance. Yes, okay, so I see quite a number of you have answered. Come on, ladies, we have this lady over here who really need your help. Okay, so keep the answers coming. Okay, so quite a number of you have answered. Awesome. Okay, so I'm just going to give you maybe a couple more seconds and then I'm going to end the poll. Okay, I'm going to end the poll right now. Last chance, ladies, if you have not answered yet. Okay, I'm going to end the poll right now. Okay, so interestingly, for the ladies, most of you, actually 41% of you actually say, I would wait a few more days and initiate the conversation again. Okay, so the ladies in our webinar tonight, 41% of you guys actually say that. And 31%, which is the next highest score, say that no, I would stop initiating because the guy is clearly no longer interested. Interesting. And the next most highest one, which is at 16%, some of the ladies have said, I would be upfront and ask the guy why he is being cold after the second date. Interesting. Okay, so those are the three highest answers. I'll repeat again. The first one would say, I would wait a couple more days and then I'll initiate the conversation again. The second one say that, no, I would stop initiating because the guy is clearly not interested. And the third highest answer is, I would be upfront and ask the guy why he's being cold after the second date. Okay, so my next question for the ladies again, sorry guys, we will get to you soon, okay? We are not ignoring you, but we just want to hear what the ladies have to say. Okay, so ladies, this question is for you again. Do you think that men like it when women initiate the chat? Okay, let's see what the ladies say. Okay, ladies, yeah, it's your chance to answer again. Yes, so do you think the men like it when women initiate the chat? Okay, this one is just for the ladies, okay? The guys, you get a chance later, so please don't jeopardize our answers. Okay, so just a couple more seconds for the ladies to weigh in on this question. Okay, I'm going to end the poll and okay, I'm going to end it right now. Okay, very interestingly, our ladies actually think that men like it when women initiate the chat. So, and it's very overwhelming, okay? So ladies, actually 72% of our ladies tonight think that men would like it when women initiate the chat. Okay, let me just write it down right now because we are going to compare the results with the guys later. Okay, so guys, now this is your chance to answer. Okay, so guys, okay, like I say, I'm not trying to ignore you. So guys, what do you think? Do you think that the lady should continue to initiate the contact? So imagine, put yourself in the shoes of the guy who is, in this situation, or maybe you have been in this situation in the past. So do you think the lady should continue to initiate the contact? Okay, interesting. So let's see the answers come in. Yes. Yeah, the guys are all voting fast and furious, and the answers are quite interesting, very close answers. And meanwhile, for the ladies, you can start typing your reasons as well, like why you have answered the way that you have answered, okay? Because after this, I'll also be reading out some of the comments and some of the advice that you're giving from the chat. Yes, so just going to wait for the guys to stream in a bit. Guys, we really want to hear from you. So if you have not answered, I think quite a lot of guys are very quiet tonight. Like the ladies just now were very fast and furious. Guys, we need your answers. Come on. You can do better than this. Yes, so if you have not answered, just choose one of the answers here. You know, like there are 5 answers. Yes, no. So yes, I'll just give you a couple more seconds, okay? And then I'm going to share the answer by the guys. And like I say, for ladies, you've already entered your answers previously. You can share with us in the chat box and tell us why have you voted the way that you have voted. Okay, I'm going to end the poll right now for the guys. So last chance. Okay, I'm going to end it. Okay, so ladies, listen up, okay? This is very, very interesting. So the guys think that she should wait a few more days and then initiate the conversation again. So interestingly, the guys, the highest answer is the same as what the ladies have come up with just now, okay? And the second highest, very interesting, the second highest answer is actually, should she continue to initiate the contact, right? That's the question. The second highest answer is yes, she should, to make it more obvious to the guy that she's interested. So this is 27% of the guys actually said that. So that is the second highest answer after the first one, which is she should wait a few more days and initiate the conversation. Wow, this is so interesting. Okay, so one more question for the guys, okay, because we need to be fair, right? Just now we asked 2 questions to the ladies, so we asked 2 questions to the guys right now. So same thing, guys, we want to hear from you. Do men like it when women initiate the chat? Okay, so the poll is being launched right now. Okay, guys, come on, let's make it a bit faster. Yes. So coming in fast and furious now. I think the guys are now a bit more accustomed to using the poll to share with us what they think. And wow, this is amazing. Okay, I think ladies, you will be amazed to see, to hear the results. Okay, guys, come on. A few more, come in. You know, you can do it. Okay, I'm just giving you 2 more seconds, and I'm going to close the poll. Okay, last chance if you have not voted. Okay, so ladies, this is amazing. Okay, so who remember just now what was the percentage that what the ladies voted for yes and no? Let's see, you know, who has like photographic memory or like really good memory of what I said just now. What is the percentage for? Wow, Sunny, Susie, wow, you guys are amazing. Like you guys are taking notes or something, is it? Amy, like wow, amazing. I think these guys are taking note, or you really have great memory. Okay, some of you get it a bit wrong, but very close. Okay, so just now for the ladies think that 72% of ladies say that men like it when women initiate the chat. Okay, just guess what is the percentage for ladies, for men. Guess. Okay, just put it in just put it in the chat right now. What do you think the men say? Hey, wow, you guys are pretty good. So Peter said 95, 99. Grace say 90, Alice say 90, Amy say 100, Benny say 40, Kai Xuan say 100, YB say 80. Wow, you guys are good. Okay, the answer is 97% of men say that men like it when women initiate the chat. That's amazing, right? I mean, it's like, wow, you know, like, so I think, you know, like, this is very, very interesting because, you know, like, maybe, you know, ladies got it a bit wrong. You know, like if you remember when we asked ladies what they think, ladies actually, a lot of the ladies say she should stop initiating because the guy is clearly no longer interested. I think the first one was that she should wait a few more days and initiate the conversation again. And then the second one was like, you know, she should just stop because obviously the guy is no longer interested. But the guys, actually the first one, same as the ladies, say that, okay, wait a few more days. But the second one is the guy say she should make it more obvious to the guy that she's interested. So even though, you know, like from what we saw just now, we thought it was like very obvious, you know, like maybe for the ladies, we thought like, oh, you know, like I message him, you know, like initiate conversation. So maybe for the ladies, these are all very obvious things, but maybe from the guy's perspective, right, this is not obvious at all. So that's why the guys are all saying like, you should try again harder to make it clearer. So that's so interesting. Okay, so I'm just going to read out some of the things that, you know, like some of you have said. Okay, so Liz say, I'm a lady, I chose to stop initiating because in the end, no woman like to be a chaser. We want a good captain for our ship of marriage. Interesting. So guys, you know, listen up. This is also the ladies' perspective as well. Okay, so okay, and another person, but I don't know whether this is a guy or a lady because the name is 101. There's no way we could know what could be the real reason he turned lukewarm, so it's better that we ask him instead of torturing ourselves trying to come up with the reason. Yeah, I like that. So I think 101 is probably one of the ones who say that, you know, I'll just, you know, like go straight to the guy and find out, hey, what happened? You know, like why didn't you contact me after like the second date? And then we have Kai Xuan who say maybe it's because of our ego, you know, and that's why we stopped. And then she said LOL. Okay. Kaska say, wow, our guys like ladies to be obvious. Yes, I agree. This is very eye-opening as actually, you know, like the guys and the ladies here tonight really gave very, very different answers. And then we have Cindy who say guys may like ladies to initiate the chat, but they will reciprocate if it's mutual feeling and is really interested. It gets tiring from a lady's perspective to be initiating most of the time. I think it should work both ways. I totally agree with you, Cindy. Okay, so thanks guys, you know, like that was like super awesome feedback from all of you. And of course, right now, what I would like to do is I would like to point the spotlight back onto our dating experts. So first and foremost, so Angela, you know, like you are our like senior dating coach, and I'm sure you have come across a lot of these different scenarios. So what do you think? Yeah, are you surprised with like the results from the poll as well?
Yes, that was very interesting. Okay, since this lady had already initiated a few messages to the guy, he would have most likely got a hint that she is interested. So if he was also interested, he would have continued the conversation or even initiate to meet up. Because he didn't initiate any of the conversations, there is a good chance that he isn't that interested or not ready. So in this case, this lady sounds like she has already invested time, effort, and even emotion at this early stage of the relationship. So relationships are teamwork. So both parties need to invest equal amounts of time and effort in constructing this like relationship. So when the investment is not balanced, it leads to high level of pressure on the other party and also yourself. So this in return can drive the man away. So I would suggest that you hold her position for at least like 1 to 2 weeks. You don't want to appear to be too eager, otherwise you will scare him off. So you can initiate another message to him after that. You can talk about a topic that you two previously talked about. For example, I was listening to your favorite band just now on the radio, and they are really good. So what is your favorite song for them? From them?
Awesome. Thanks, Angela, for the great advice. And then we have Kai Xuan who say, Angela has become financial consultant. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I love how, you know, Angela used, you know, like just different terms from different things to explain things to us, right? Because I think probably a lot of us are from banking, you know, like for me, I used to work from a bank, and I think a lot of bankers actually join our service. So yeah, you know, she has mentioned words like investment. She has mentioned words like hold your position. Yeah, I love that. Thanks, Angela. Okay, Andrea, what about you? You know, like any thoughts on this very interesting question that we have tonight?
I like it that the lady actually initiated contact to actually show her interest, which is great because I mean now if you know, I always encourage my client also, if you are keen in the gentleman or the lady, take the initiative to really show your interest. Yeah. Then I feel that also if you have texted him and he didn't reply you, I will also be thinking that, or what could have happened, but then I won't jump to like conclusions like, oh, is it that he's actually chatting with another girl, or he's like going to ghost on me? So I rather that I trust him, because since I have been, you know, hanging out with him for quite some time, and I do trust him as his, you know, his personality, then I will feel that maybe something is occupying his time, or like some urgent, you know, matters might have happened to his family or during his work. So, and then I agree with Angela. So I think start off with interesting messages, like for example, if you guys really like a certain actor and he actually had a new movie launched, then you can say that, oh, I actually watched that show, so I really love how he acted. And then I think this creates small talks, and then will get him interested to engage in a conversation with you again.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Andrea. So we have another comment here. Yeah, so it's quite an interesting comment that we have here. So Gina say, is it how come the man is like the answer from the man is as it is, is it that's why the reason they are still unattached? Okay, there's something that's interesting for our guys to reflect on as well, so we need to take the first move as well. So we understand that you like it that the ladies take the first move, but at the end of the day, I think Liz here also have mentioned a very good point that men have to remember that relationship is teamwork, so we cannot always just leave it to the girls to initiate. And I think some of you have also mentioned, some of the guys have also mentioned that it's very tiring for the lady to be initiating all the time. Okay, awesome. So that was a dry run. I think now you'll get the gist of how this works, like you get the flow of how this works. So we are going to answer the second question. Okay, so another very interesting story that we have here that comes from this lady. Yes, another question from a lady, and then she is actually 26 years old. Okay, so listen up. Hi, I'm 26 years old. I find that the guys I like always tend to treat me like a buddy. Okay, so who have this problem? Who else out there? Like you feel that guys always treat you like a buddy. I used to have a lot of that actually when I was growing up. So anyway, one time I knew this guy from work. He's not my colleague, but someone that I had a meeting with from another company, and we became really good friends. We would go out together, and he would send me home, and we would text frequently. He told me things about his life, and whenever he had problems at work, he would call me and tell me about it. And I always listened, no matter how late it was. One time, he even came all the way from the west, where he stayed, to the east, which is where I stayed, to pick me up so that we can go and talk about, like the stress that he was facing at work. And I thought things were going really well because we got really close and we are always texting every single day. But then one day out of the blue, this guy told me that he got attached. Wow, okay. So the lady said, I was so shocked and disappointed. But of course, in front of him, I could only congratulate him because what else could I say, right? And even though our friendship was not romantic up to that point, but I felt that we were so close, and I thought that, we actually liked each other. And one day he would confess his feelings to me. Now that I think about it, before this guy, I also had similar experiences where I was best friend with this guy, used to be my classmate in school. But then he would tell me that he liked this girl from another class. And my friends and even guy friends tell me that I'm attractive, I have a sense of humor, and I'm, great fun to be around. So I do not understand what my problem is. Why do guys that I'm close with, always end up not liking me, and they always end up treating me as a buddy? I really don't know what's wrong with me or what should I do, cause it's really painful to go through this again and again. So 26-year-old female, I totally feel you, because I have been there before. Like that is like the story of like my high school days. But anyway, let's hear from you guys. Okay, so first question. Okay, so now we are going to be a bit like more fair, so don't worry, like it's for both guys and girls. Okay, so everybody can answer. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl, you can answer this question. Okay, so you should see it right in front of you right now. So based on what we have heard so far from this lady, okay, 26-year-old female, why do you think that she is being friend zoned all the time? Okay, let us know what you think. The poll is right in front of you. Yes, so let's see the votes coming in. Okay, so many of you have voted. Come on, let's do it. Let's see whether we can get up to 60-70% of you vote on this. So everybody can vote. It doesn't matter you're a guy or girl, because this is an open general question. Okay, so I see quite a number of you have voted already. If you have not, please vote, because we want to hear from you. We want to know what are your thoughts. Okay, so we do have a couple of quite close answers so far. So almost 60%. Come on, let's get it up to 70, because we want to be hearing from most of you. So you have not voted, just click one of the answers in front of you. Which one resonates the most with you? Why do you think this girl, this 26-year-old lady, keep getting friend zone? Okay, just a few more seconds. Okay, yes, we are at 70%. So I'm going to end it right now. Very interesting. So the highest vote at 30% is because the guy did not know that she has romantic interest in him. Interesting. Okay, so I think a lot of times the problem is that we think things are so obvious. We think that like I'm so obvious that I like him, but he might not know at all. Okay, so 30% of you guys actually say that because the guy did not know that she has romantic interest in him. Okay, so that's 30%. Followed by the second one, which is at 28%. Okay, so who do you anybody want to guess what is the one that is at 28%? Okay, 28%, which is the second highest answer, is because he does not feel physically attracted to her, no sexual tension. Okay, so that is at 28%, very, very close to the first one, which is the guy did not know that she has romantic interest in him. And at a close third place, we have at 24%, he doesn't feel curious about her because she's too predictable and always available for him. Wow, very interesting. So that's something that we do talk to our clients about, to singles about as well. Like we are not asking people to play hard to get, but it's true if you are, you know, like kind of like at the person's beck and call, like the person might just start taking you for granted. Okay, awesome. So thanks guys for that input. I think that's very interesting because the highest answer, like I said just now, is that because the guy did not know that she has romantic interest in him. Next question for you. Okay, so again, this is a question all of you can answer. Have you been friend zoned before? Okay, so if I'm answering this, my answer is yes. Okay, let's see the rest of you. Okay, have you been friend zoned before? Okay, answers coming in fast and furious. Already 60% who have answered. I think maybe this is a very easy question, so everybody is answering very quickly. Awesome. More than 70% of you have already answered. I give you a couple more seconds. It's very nice to see so many of you taking part in the poll. Wow, we're already at 74%, 75%. Okay, I'm going to close it right now. Okay, so the answer is good to know. A lot of you are like me. Okay, 71% of the room tonight have been friend zoned before. Thank you for being honest with us. Okay, so next one. Okay, so those 70% of you who have answered that you have been friend zoned before. Okay, so this question is for you. Okay, if you have been friend zoned before, did you manage to get out of that particular friend zone? Okay, let's see what your answers are. Okay, be honest, okay, because we don't know who you are anyways. Okay, so be honest, just share with us, so at least we have some stats to work with. Okay, quite a lot of you have answered. Okay, so I'm just going to close it. Last chance to answer. Okay, so unfortunately, many of you are like me as well. The answer that you have given to us is 82% say, unfortunately, no, I have not been able to get out of that friend zone. Okay, so not to worry. I think, you know, like a lot of us are in the same situation. Okay, so any thoughts from you guys? You know, like what do you think is happening right now? You know, like okay, let me see. I see some answers here. So Gina said, you know, guys, you know, have a few compartments, you know, like they have friends, they have girls in their mind. So, you know, like I think what Gina is trying to say is like probably, you know, like the guy that she's interested in have sort of just compartmentalized her into the friend zone. And then Liz say, yeah, you know, if he like you, he will like it too when you give time for him. Okay. Ray say want to know how a woman think. Okay, so yeah, so I think you see, you know, some of the women have shared their thoughts just now. And we have Sylvia from Facebook who say that maybe the guys are too in awe of her and respect the friendship too much to try to take it to the next step. Also, he may not want to jeopardize the friendship. I think that's a very, very good point, you know, because whenever we take that step, right, like really, you know, in a way, it's really taking that risk because, you know, like maybe the guy, you know, also not very sure whether this girl actually likes him, even though like she thought that is very clear. Because like just now, I think, you know, like a lot of you have also said that, yeah, maybe the guy didn't even know that she likes him. And also the guy like just worried that, you know, if he take that step and she doesn't like him back, that he's going to jeopardize that relationship. So I mean that friendship. So yes, it's really quite risky in that sense. Let's say I used to be friend zone too. Ray say he just see you as someone to talk to. Interesting. Okay, so it's time for our experts to weigh in. Okay, so Angela, what do you think?
Yes. So most couples get together as boyfriend, girlfriend around 4 to 7 dates in. So after they meet up like 4 to 7 times. So if a guy and a girl have been out for more than 7 dates and nothing has happened, there is a high possibility that you are already in the friend zone. So this means that like one party see the other party as just a friend. Okay, so if a guy keep asking you out, you are the lady, and regularly, like once a week or more than 2 months, so it is advisable to check roughly where you stand. For example, after he asks you out for the 7th time, okay, so you can jokingly ask in a message that could be, is it a date? Okay, with a cheeky face. So also make sure that you let the guy know that you are looking for a relationship.
Awesome. I love that, Angela. I love that, jokingly ask, is it a date, cheeky face? Yes, I think that's very important. And I need to read this out, okay, because we have Greg, like, wow, Greg, maybe he's a love expert, in secret as well, so like he wrote out like this whole long paragraph. So I definitely want to share it. Okay, so he said, number one, you are too available. Like people might think that, you're always just there as a friend, like you just want to lend a listening ear. It builds bonds, and the only bonds you're building is friendship. And the second one, you're not creating any mystery by being too available. Yeah, I agree, and I think this is something that Angela talks a lot about as well, to really create that mystery and creating a bit of the sexual tension, which we talked about just now. There's no tension, right? If there's no tension, then they just think like, okay, what is there to like find out more, right? And the third one, like you need to make sure your interactions with him is not just about listening to his worries or casual conversation. You need to build it around couple activities. Learning to flirt is also useful. Yes, for sure. Like one of the things that Angela spent a lot of time on is giving some flirting tips. Yep. And last but not least, Greg says that meanwhile, widen your social circle and have exciting things to do in your life, regardless whether or not he's with you. Gives you perspective and more choices. Wow, Greg, very wise. Yeah. So maybe Greg, if you are ever interested to become a love expert or love guru, let us know. Okay. Awesome. So time is running very quickly. We are already at 9:40 and we have one more question to go. Okay, how are you guys feeling so far? Like, are you liking this? Like, are you getting some great tips for this? Are you enjoying this? Let us know right now, like give us some encouragement. Yes, we have Alice, Lim, they say like, good, enjoyable. Harjono say good. Okay, awesome. Okay, third question. Okay, so I see that you guys are warming up. Definitely, from the first one to the second one, I can see, wow, the post answers are coming in fast and furious. Okay, so the third one, we want to be fair. So for our third question, we actually chose a question that comes from a guy. Okay, so the question is, I'm a single male, 30 years old. I've been using dating apps for a while now with the intention of getting into a relationship. Okay, that's great. Like have a very clear intention and doing something about it. So through the dating apps, I've been chatting with a few ladies and have even met up with some of them on dates. Awesome. I noticed that sometimes these ladies would be very responsive to me when they're asking me to help them with something, but then disappear after their problem is solved. Wow, okay. Or they would be very enthusiastic in meeting me, but after having a meal together, which often I would have to foot the entire bill, and then they will ghost me. Not very good. Okay, one time, this girl I was meeting for a first date even blatantly got angry when I suggested that we could just buy this takeaway food and to eat it in this outdoor space that overlooked the sea, because I thought it would be sweet, I thought it would be romantic, I thought it would be doing something different, but she got upset and said that she wanted to eat in a restaurant, and she chose an expensive restaurant in the end. I usually don't mind paying, but sometimes I really feel that I'm just being taken advantage of. True enough, after just one date, the girl never replied to my messages again. As this has happened multiple times to me, I have the impression that these girls are not serious in getting to know me and they are merely making use of me. Why is that? Am I being too nice? That's why they feel that they can do this? Like, am I sending out the wrong vibes? How can I avoid being taken advantage of? When I first heard this story, I'm like, oh my goodness, I was shocked that, like this is happening. But obviously, like this is happening. And after I first heard this, I start to hear more stories like this. So so we want to hear what you guys have to say. Some of you have already started typing in your thoughts, but let's launch the poll right now to really hear from all of you guys, what you have seen so far. Okay, so the first question, okay, this time we start with the guys. Okay, so I repeat again, this question is for guys. Okay, so for guys out there, the question is, have you ever been in a relationship or dated someone when you felt that you were taken advantage of? Okay, let's see. Wow, very fast, this one. Once I pressed the launch button, the answers started coming in. I think our guys now are a lot more comfortable in answering the polls. Okay, come on. 加油, 加油, we can do better. Okay, I can see a lot of our guys are answering. Come on, we can do better. Okay, last chance. I'm going to end the poll. Okay, ending it right now. Okay. Wow, interesting. Okay, so the guys say that yes. Okay, so 63% said yes. That is a higher than expected number. I didn't realize that so many guys have felt that they have been being taken advantage of. Okay, so if you are one of those who have said yes, like please share with us right now. What happened? Like tell us your experience. Is your experience similar to the like the guy's story that we have just shared, or is it something different? Just share with us what happened. Was it also like like you felt that you have to like take the lady out for meals and then like after that she disappear, or is it something else? Let us know right now. Okay, so now while the guys like type in their experiences, let's hear from the ladies. Okay, so this question right now is for the ladies. Okay, so ladies, get ready. Okay, so the question for ladies is, what should this guy do to stop being taken advantage of? Okay, so ladies, what do you think? Like, what do you think is this guy doing wrong? Is he doing something wrong? Or what is happening here? Like this poor guy, like the other 63% of the guys, in this room right now, they have been taken advantage of. And, like, what do you think? Okay, let's see. Okay, so while the ladies are giving their answers, yes, ladies, come on, we can do better than this. Like, please share what do you think. So we have Aaron who say his case is similar to the case study. Okay, but I think Aaron wasn't the one who sent in this question. Yeah, but he said what happened to him was similar to the case study. Okay, so ladies, okay, I'm going to close the poll very soon. Okay, so last chance, if you have not answered, share with us right now. What do you think the guy should do to be stopped to stop being taken advantage of? Okay, going to close the poll right now. Okay, so the clear winner from the ladies, they say that make his intention more clear that he's looking for a relationship. Interesting. Okay, so because the guys obviously didn't see the answers, right? So I'm just going to read out all the answers for you. Okay, so number one, 37% of ladies say that the guy should make his intention more clear that he's looking for a relationship. The second one that's highest, close second at 33%, is to spend more time chatting to this person online before meeting in real life. Interesting. So I think maybe what the ladies are saying is like, okay, you need to spend a bit more time sussing the girl out to know that, like, are her intentions genuine? Is she really looking for a relationship? Or is she just looking to, have a free meal? So I think that's what the ladies are trying to say, I think. And the next highest, third highest, 24% of ladies actually say that to set some boundaries, like, for example, not always paying for the girl and maybe offering to go Dutch instead. But you can see that that's not the preferred answer given by the female. Actually, that's only the third, which is 24%. The last one is, I think maybe because, like we saw that he is meeting people through dating apps, to stop meeting girls using dating apps. Okay, that one is a far distant, only 6%. Okay, so I think we can ignore that part. So again, like I just want to mention again, the highest reason that, the one that got the highest amount of response from our ladies, what the guy should do to stop being taken advantage of is to make his intention more clear that he's looking for a relationship. Okay, so let's see. from the guys, what the guys say. Okay, I think quite a lot of guys are all saying that you know, they want to chip in. Okay, so AC says, so far I'm blessed to have dated ladies who offered to go on Dutch, but most of the time I offer to foot the entire bill, especially if it's the first date. Yeah, AC, you are my man, right? You know, that's always what I tell singles to do as well, especially on the first date. You know, like especially you're the one who asked the girl on the first date. Like, I mean, come on, you know, like it's okay to foot the bill, right? Okay, so we have Gordon. Gordon say, I feel that don't show the interest even we treat in the date. Okay, so I think what Gordon is saying, that even if he does not have interest, he will still treat the first date. Wow, you know, the guys tonight are super chivalrous. Great job. Okay, so let's say not all girls want to take advantage of him. For paying the bill is actually the guy thing. So if guy don't do it, then ladies will see him as lesser. Those girls are just that interested with the guy's perspective of life. Ah, interesting. Okay, so what Liz is saying is that she say actually letting the guy pay is not trying to take advantage of him. So Liz is saying that want to see whether the guy can look after her on a first date. If the guy can't even look after her on the first date, right, how can the guy look after her for the rest of her life? Okay, so I think that's what Liz is trying to say. And then CW says, so I think CW is probably one of the ones that feel that he has been taken advantage of. So he said, once I went out with a lady for a first date and she ordered a bottle of wine and I have to put the bill. Okay, then he put sad face. Okay. Lina says, it's better to know what she wants and what is her attitude and words that she uses online. So I believe Lina is probably one of the ones to say, you know, spend more time chatting to the person online before meeting in real life. Okay, let's see. What else do we have? Okay, so okay, Jay has a very interesting and innovative suggestion. So maybe all of you want to listen up to this solution. A possible solution is choose an eating place that each person order and pay at the cashier separately. Okay, I am half and half on this. Okay, so awesome. I mean, thanks guys for all your responses. It's super interesting. Okay, we have Sylvia from Facebook again. So Sylvia says, some people have more personality online than in person. So maybe the girls agreed to meet him because he came across as fun via the online chat, but he may not be as interesting as or fun in person. And also he suggested the takeaway and eat by the sea. She may not have been dressed for it. Good point, Sylvia. Exactly. You know, like, so for the gentleman who sent in this question, maybe he thinks that, wow, you know, it's very romantic and things like that. But maybe she is like, you know, I don't know, wearing some really thick clothing, and then, you know, like it's so hot, you know, in our weather, right? Yeah, good point. So if you have this intention, tell her before the date so that she can dress for the occasion. Greg, you know, like our love expert for tonight from the Zoom, very long answers, but running out of time, so I'll just share some of his pointers with you. Okay, screening filter not strong enough. Get on a phone call first. Have you worked on yourself to become the best possible man you can be? Wow, you know, good one. Okay, so guys out there, maybe we also need to reflect on ourselves. Okay, so if you met 1 to 2 ladies, maybe the fault is theirs. If all the ladies you met is like that, the common denominator is you. Okay. Wow. So tough love from Greg over there. Okay, so I need to very quickly, you know, like come back to our Angela and Andrea. Okay, so Angela, what do you think?
I enjoy reading the chat comment very much. So very interesting. Okay, so when a man likes a woman, a lot of men would do everything for her. So most ladies enjoy the attention. However, some would take advantage of it. So if it happens to you once or twice with different ladies, you may be just unlucky. But if this happens to you consistently with different ladies, like what Greg mentioned, so you may need to take some responsibility for what is happening. So I have met some guys who told me that they feel that they need to do things or even buy things for the girls in order to please them, or are hoping to earn the ladies' love. So if a woman truly likes you, you won't need to take her to expensive restaurants or buy her things. So what you can do, suggestion for this guy would be next day, suggest to go to less expensive restaurants and see how she reacts to it.
Thank you, Angela. So, Angela, also agreed with Greg earlier, which is, sometimes, if this happen consistently with different ladies, like you may need to take responsibility for what is happening. Okay, what do you think, Andrea?
Oh, I feel really bad for the guy. Correct. So I think it could be the intentions is not aligned with the ladies. So the ladies may come with a different agenda as the gentleman over here. So this gentleman that we can see that he's really trying his effort to go on dates, and also he really want to find a serious relationship. But to the lady, he may be just a spare tire, maybe that she's being stood up. That's why she needs to have dinner. Then she will just like call him, hey, are you free? Then he's very readily to say yes. Yeah. So I think for ladies, right, if they have identified guys who are always readily saying yes to her request or to her, to her dates, right, then she will be able to identify, okay, this person is always available, and if I'm without someone to have dinner or lunch with, I shall call him. So yeah, so guys should really set boundaries, to really set, their boundaries also, to let the ladies know that, hey, I am single, I'm really looking for love, and this is what, this is my boundary, and she should really be respecting you as it is. And I think, yes, I agree with Angela that even though, if both parties are really like-minded, and I think going to hawker center or noodle circus just to have a plate of Hokkien mee, right? It's also very romantic under the stars, having like some beers to just chill out. So any place with someone that you like, I think is really a romantic place to hang out with. Doesn't have to be like a Michelin restaurant or anything.
Yeah, I totally agree with Andrea, because I know Andrea's way of going on dates is same like me, because we have bumped into each other at hawker centers. Yes. Okay, awesome. So I mean, thank you everybody, for like your participation tonight. That's like so awesome. Like I really enjoyed like what Angela has mentioned just now. We have really enjoyed your answers. Like I think some of you, we really have some great, budding, aspiring love experts out there. Like we have some really great answers, and also we really thank you for taking part in the poll, because I think that give all of our participants tonight to have an idea about, maybe we think this way, but someone else, or people of the opposite gender actually think differently. So as you know, like time flies when we are having fun. So I just look at the clock and it's already 9:56, and we are coming to the end of tonight's webinar. So I hope all of you have enjoyed our first Love Collective, and we are looking to do more of this. But of course, like as always, we always want to know how you feel about it, because at the end of the day, how we are running this is really a community, and we want to know, do you enjoy this? Do you want more of this? Or you think, this is so-so. So this would give us a great idea on whether we should do this more often, or maybe, we should cut back a bit on this. So I'm going to launch the poll right now. Just let us know what do you think, so we can plan accordingly, because like I say, we really had fun, but we want to see whether this is something that you enjoy, or like you prefer more of the usual webinars that we have done in the past. Yes, so let's hear from you. Okay, I hope to get at least 70% of you to answer this. Okay, if not 80. Okay, let's see if we can get most of you to answer this question right now. Okay, so as we are hearing from you, I also want to let you know, like we always have something special for you at the end of each webinar. And for today, for those of you who would like to claim your free, prize in a sense, you're entitled to a free dating starter pack, which is a 16 pages dating ebook that includes our love experts advice on, number one, optimizing your performance on online dating apps. Yeah, so I know a lot of us are using online dating apps right now. And of course, we are going to give you a first date guide as well. So how to do really well on a first date. And of course, you can also get a free dating assessment session with our dating coach or our dating consultant. So if you're interested in redeeming it, like just go to the link that Christina will be sharing, and you can just submit your contact details. You can then redeem the special gift that we have for you. And of course, like our consultants will be contacting you with regards to the dating assessment session. So thank you so much for your participation tonight. It has been really fun. I really enjoyed myself, and I know my colleagues, Andrea and Angela, like I've been seeing their reactions as well. I think they have really really enjoyed themselves as well. So if you are enjoying our webinar, like do follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and don't forget to sign up for our next webinar next Thursday, where we'll be having a special guest, which is a senior counselor from Reach Community Services, to talk about finding love again after a heartbreak. So we know that, like some of you have been sharing with us, you say that, you have just come out of a very long relationship that didn't work out. It was very painful because you have been together for a long time. Or some of you, you are divorced, so you want to know that how can you, start a new relationship again. So we know that this is a topic that has been, asked by a lot of you, and you want to find out a bit more how to deal with breakups, how to date again after moving out from a very long relationship. So sign up. You can just sign up at lunchactually.com/webinar. And one last thing, okay? So if you have enjoyed, what you are seeing tonight, what you have heard tonight, and you think that maybe your friends can also benefit from all these webinars that we are having, what I'd like you to do right now is, if you're on Facebook, what you can do is just tag your single friends, and let them know that they can follow us and, like sign up for our webinar. Or if you are on Zoom, what you can do is you can also share our webinar. You can just go onto Facebook right now, our Facebook Live is still on. You can just share our webinar, or you can take a photo of what we are doing right now here, and put it on your IG story or your IG post. Okay, and this is really special, okay, because if you do this, we are going to choose one lucky winner, and you're going to stand a chance to win a personal coaching session with yours truly, me. Okay, so I look forward to seeing you share with your friends, because I know a lot of you are here because you heard about our webinars from your friends. So like just what your friends have done for you, to share with you the sessions that we are doing here. So if you would like to do the same for your friend as well, and stand a chance to win a personal coaching session with me, where I'll be, just zooming in on you, listening to you, and answering any questions or challenges that you might have. So all you need to do is either share it on your Facebook or share it on your IG, and of course tag us. So you can tag us at Lunch Actually, you can tag Lunch Actually group, you can tag Violet Lim. So you could be the special winner, the one that's going to win coaching session with me. Okay, so it's 10 p.m. sharp. So like you guys know, we always start our session on time and we end our session on time. Really enjoyed the energy, enthusiasm, the interaction, and like all the great inputs from you guys tonight. I also hope that our tips from Angela and Andrea have helped you tonight as well. I look forward to seeing you at the next webinar. So same time, same place, next Thursday, 9 p.m. See you. Good night, stay safe and stay positive. Bye guys.
Bye.